No,
doesn't
That's a pretty good reason to resign.
Yeah, didn't know about it at all.
We got a lot of contra stuff this week, except the Bachelor
pretty
thing.
controversial.
It's pretty controversial.
It actually is. It's
So
like
for
a
one
whole-
controversy, we got fat shaming, Muslim shaming, and now women shaming.
Women
Is that
shaming.
Sure.
Is that
Sexism.
what would you call it? Sexism. Is there like a women shaming version of that?
Sexism.
I think it's just
White
sexism.
knighting?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just sexism.
Yeah.
Continue.
So sexism, right?
How good?
Sexism never refers to males, by the way.
Yes, it does.
Whatever.
Of course it does.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like sexism always refers to females being shamed.
I've experienced sexism as a man.
I experience sexism all the time.
What?
How?
Okay, I worked as a daycare teacher for 6 years. I was not allowed to change babies' nappies because I'm a man.
Okay, I accept that.
The other day, I was
this is not going to be as good as
Whose
Chris's.
nappy did you change?
What's
the
yours?
other day I was offered some Vegemite toast, but I wanted jam toast. But I didn't feel comfortable ordering the jam toast because I thought it would be less manly.
That is not sexism.
No, that's not sexism. That's just you being insecure to ask for jam toast.
That's,
I was so taking my comment back
Who were you
because of Chris.
asking?
And then you talk about jam and
Like,
Vegemite
that was pretty
toast.
serious, and then all of a sudden
I
it
was like,
I can't have jam
I thought I was
toast.
going to have to do
Who were
and
you
not
asking for
That's
jam
Annie
toast?
and
That's
apologise.
toxic masculinity or
That's
something.
just,
Oh my gosh.
Which is the same kind of thing, isn't it?
I don't know. Do
Is
you want me to
toxic
punch you and
masculinity
then...
part of sexism?
No, that's men being stupid to each other.
can't,
Okay.
yeah, it's related but not the same. Anyway, keep going.
So what was your good example? I wasn't listening.
What? He
Just
worked
in the arena of daycare, there are not many men, so it skews very heavily towards women
Right.
and doing responsibilities and things like that.
I've heard it's
It's
the
similar to
it's the
nursing.
opposite though, in that it's really easy to get a job as a teacher as a male.
Teacher,
Different
yeah,
to
but not
daycare.
childcare. Daycare, like that's babies. Well, sorry. and
That's bad,
toddlers.
Chris.
That's life.
I didn't know it was
At
At
like
least you didn't
that.
have
I
to
didn't
change
mind.
nappies. That's kind of great.
Yeah, I can't complain. I dig on sexism. What can I say?
All right.
That's so bad. Anyway, go, Ali.
Okay, so Fortnite. Have you heard about Fortnite, guys?
I have.
Sounds like
I
I'm
don't
talking
get
about
it.
Fortnite.
We're going to talk about Fortnite again.
Fortnite.
So the reason we're talking about Fortnite is because one of the most popular streamers on the planet is a streamer of Fortnite, and his name is Ninja.
We're talking about Ninja. We're not talking about Fortnite.
Wait, his
Yeah.
name's Ninja.
Tell us who Ninja is while I look up the quotes. Cause
Ninja is a prolific Twitch streamer.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
Twitch is the website
Do
you
you
go
know what
on.
Twitch is?
You go on.
I
you
know
go on
nothing
Twitch.
about gaming. Sorry.
It's not
Everything
just
I know
gaming.
is from
Oh,
these people.
okay.
So you go
Please
on and you
enlighten
live stream yourself doing stuff, typically games, and people
Okay.
watch and they can send you money, they can comment, whatever.
What? They send you money?
Well, this guy makes like millions of
you
dollars
can tip people.
every month playing games.
Oh god, this is okay.
So he's a very popular Twitch streamer, colours his hair, he's very talented at video games,
Okay.
And
so
he's
this
very-
is his job.
very popular. He plays games with the likes of Drake and whoever
Oh, wow.
and whatever.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So he's
That's
really
pretty cool.
really popularized the medium. Well, I guess he didn't, but he's brought
So
Fortnite
he's-
to the masses.
Okay.
Well, no,
so
that's
he's
not
Twitch
true either.
famous.
He's
Yeah.
Twitch famous
Yeah.
exclusively.
Can I just ask a question about Twitch? Quickly?
Sure.
How do they interact with people that are watching if they're playing the game?
They go like this. Thanks, bro.
Oh.
I see you, Hot
Sick
Dog
one.
719.
Send me more money.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah, and they usually just stream of consciousness
Yeah, they just
talking.
talk.
Gotcha. Okay.
So-
Thank you.
Yeah, the interaction. It depends on the game too.
So is
Yeah.
it like Gogglebox but gaming?
Oh.
Sure.
No?
No. Okay, that's all I can liken it to.
Okay.
Gogglebox,
I
except
don't get
the
it.
people on the screen are talking to you. No one cares what you say about them.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So speaking with Polygon,
Let's keep
which is a pretty big like gaming website, he clarified, because apparently like he does a lot of streams, like his life is streaming. He told them why he never streams with female people or players.
So he streamed with Drake and he streams with other Twitch streamers and
Right.
they play together in the game.
And his kind of excuse was, I don't want to jeopardize the relationship with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Is kind of the boiled down simple response.
Yep.
And everyone's kind of angry at him about it. Actually, I think it's actually
Why?
pretty divided.
Well,
So
the title of this article is "A Popular Fortnite Streamer's Excuse for Not Playing with Women is BS."
My wife. Oh, what?
yeah,
Yeah.
so an actual quote is, "If I have one conversation with one female streamer where we're playing with one another, and even if there's a hint of flirting, that is going to be taken and going to be put on every single video and be clickbaited forever."
I think that's valid.
See, I do too.
Well,
And I went into this article thinking,
ready,
Guns
fire up.
blazing.
Well, yeah, I
This
think
jerk.
you got to take the context into account, because the context of gaming is that it's very male dominated,
Okay.
and like, if you want to, like, this is probably a wild. What's that word?
Exaggeration.
No,
Speculation.
the one where-
Generalization.
General- you got it. Generalization. So like to get popular as a female Twitch streamer, your thumbnails might have a bit of cleavage in them, or things like that.
So you can
Right.
get a bit of
So
attention.
you can get a bit of
So
attention.
you-
So it's a male dominated industry and culture.
right. So basically, you are not famous because you're a good gamer. You're famous because you're a bit of a
play
hottie.
with or what? I don't get
It's
it.
super hard to be popular online in the Twitch or just gaming
Why
community
is he
without
popular?
flaunting.
Personality,
Okay.
skill.
So people just
Okay.
genuinely
So-
like him.
Yeah.
So-
And he said that I don't want to play with females because I love my wife.
He clarifies it again later.
Okay.
Okay.
So I wanted to take a moment to address the discussion around the article that came out over the weekend.
Okay.
While I understand that some people have implied my views mean I have something against playing with women, I want to make clear the issue I'm addressing is online harassment and my attempt to minimize it from our life. It is something that affects all streamers, especially ones that make their relationships public. I wanted to bring attention to the issue, and my comments should not be characterized as anything beyond that. Having just celebrated my 1-year anniversary, my wife and my family will always be the most important thing to me, who I am doing my best to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
We're fans of all kinds of streamers and gamers. Curvy Llama, Julian TV.
Huh?
Sorry. We encourage others to check out their channels. I look forward to the opportunity to meet and play with all kinds of Fortnite players in future tournaments and events.
So why are
I'm
people
totally
mad?
okay.
I'm confused.
I appreciate that he's not backing down, to be honest, because this is the classic
Right.
thing of when the internet screams back at you,
Yeah.
you could
Mhm.
apologize quickly, and which he's actually gotten in some fire recently because he said the N-word on a stream.
Oh.
I'm correct about that, right?
Him?
I think so, yeah.
I thought that was PewDiePie.
It might have been both.
Was it to Drake?
It was definitely a PewDiePie thing, but I think it actually happened in a Ninja stream as well.
So I guess on the other side of it is that if he streamed, the people he streams with obviously get a lot of exposure, right?
Yep.
Of course.
So this is just another way that women are getting held down in the industry, in the
Yeah, so surface level,
Wait.
like, you can agree with him. It's when you think about it deeper, like Chris is kind of talking about, that it
Mhm.
gets a bit complicated.
Okay,
Right.
but it's not his responsibility to elevate
why is it
other
just him?
women gamers.
But if
There's
he's not taking
surely-
responsibility, the most popular streamer on the planet, why would anyone else need to take responsibility?
Okay, but surely there are other ways that they can, other channels they can go on, or
Yeah.
whatever.
taking their tops off.
That's the only option they have.
I'm being serious.
Okay, who were the people that he was shouting out? Were they people that he said he thought were good gamers? Were they female?
They must be.
Okay, so
I'm
it's
not a Twitch
like-
person. So
Oh,
I
okay.
don't quite know.
So
if
the,
that's the case, then that's kind of cool because he's like, well, check these people out. Like, they're genuinely good gamers.
yeah,
but that's a drop in the bucket of his streaming all day, every day.
But then I feel for him because I feel like if that comes back and then ruins his, like, this puts food in his, like, house.
Well,
like,
if-
I don't know.
I don't think that he should have to apologise for protecting his relationship or his online reputation just so other Twitchers can get elevated in the
Do
game.
you think that he should, that the idea of playing video games with a girl should, I don't know how to put this, should be only seen as potentially romantic or sexual in nature? Shouldn't he
No,
be
I
able
don't.
to? Shouldn't he be able to do
I
that?
do agree. Yeah.
Shouldn't he be able to just
absolutely
play games with a girl? And
If he was just a normal bloke, sure. But I think if that's his platform and he's that famous, there's so much room for scandal that I think he's being really smart.
Well, what
I
if
think it's completely valid.
What if one of the people, the guys that he plays with, is a huge racist and homophobe? Like, isn't that putting himself in a bad position as well?
Yeah.
But then how?
So he's not really like, I don't know. Is he filtering the guys he plays with, or just saying putting a 50% filter on all the girls?
Fair game.
I think everyone can see he's playing it safe, and you can understand why he's playing it safe, because obviously your family means a lot, and you don't want to risk your profile and kind of your.
Particularly in this day and age where, like, you can be super famous 1 second and then the next minute something happens and, like, you're dead.
But then the counter argument is that's not a building block towards a positive thing.
So is that what the argument is? Is that people are like, dude, you're not giving females a chance to make it big on Twitch?
Well,
Is that what it comes down to?
I don't think that's his responsibility.
No, you're not building a culture of inclusion and acceptance. You're contributing to a culture that already exists, which is exclusive for men. That is excluding of women. Well, one of these tweets says, it's just one of many ways that women in games are held down and gated from opportunities easily afforded to men by deep-rooted misogyny that relegates us to being girlfriends or promotional sex objects.
Okay,
but I don't think he has any malice towards women, or he is like intentionally doing it like that. I think it's like a byproduct of the situation he's in.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, but this cannot be the only way that a female can get famous on Twitch. Like, seriously, females should be able to just be a good gamer and find their own way. No, it's the same. It's the same in the world. If women only were reliant on men to climb the career ladder or to get ahead in politics or that kind of thing, we're all
I hear what you're saying, Ev, but the important...
We can stand on our own 2 feet.
The important word in what you're saying is should. You're entirely correct. We should. But the world that exists in Twitch culture is one that does not put us on an equal level.
So, but what I don't understand is why does it all lie on him? I get it. Like, he's the biggest personality or, like, the most popular person.
It doesn't rely on him.
But, like, why can't they change the system? Like, why do you have to know if you're male or female?
Because
you're on the screen.
Put your face there.
Yeah.
It's all about your personality.
Your actual video is
and you talk.
Like, you watch each other. Okay,
and you talk the whole time. So you're right, Ev. It should be even. We should have equal opportunity. We should be all getting paid the same.
This is all the guy. This is also the guy.
That's fine.
Who broke the record for most concurrent online streamings of anything ever, like, on the planet.
But how famous is he in relation to the next person down? Like, is it a huge gap?
I can't name another streamer.
So he's just it. Like, he's just
far.
So Fortnite's at its peak. He's at his peak.
No, I just think, like, to be honest, and I'll probably get backlash about this, but you are a weak female if you think that the way to get famous is to get on this person's stream.
No, you have to understand.
No. The whole world works like that. And there is plenty of women who are self-made who didn't have to go on male shows or whatever to get famous.
It's not that he's a male show. It's that he is the biggest at the moment.
Fine.
And being a part of that, it's not because he's a man. It's not because I need to be on this man's show. It's that this is one way to get a couple more followers.
One way. There's got to be other ways. There has to be.
Okay, but why? But that means there's one less way for women to get those followers, which the gap just keeps going up.
Which collaboration is, especially in the online video
100%,
is one of the biggest ways to grow.
Okay, but I don't believe that he should feel bad to protect his family over the community of gamers.
Well,
I don't think either side is wrong in this. I think,
well, in saying that, then what are we going to do? How are we going to get this back to even?
There has to be other ways to close the gap.
Who's going to do it?
Well, it's not him.
So everybody else has to, but not me.
But maybe there's another guy who's single who's okay with that, or who had like seriously, if he wants to protect himself and his family, it's totally okay. Like, the internet is a really ugly place.
Mm.
And I don't blame him for wanting to protect himself from all of that. Like, I think that is more noble than being like, hey, do you know what? I'm going to put all of this out there and I'm going to ruin my family because I want to make sure that the gaming community is equal.
To be clear,
Like,
I agree.
Females are never... Like, even if he was like, yes, I'm okay with females, the gaming community is never going to be equal just because of that one thing.
Okay, but that's a toxic attitude in itself as well. My doing this isn't going to change everything, so I'm just not going to do anything. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
That is not toxic.
That is. How can any change in the world happen if one person doesn't make a change?
Okay, but who are the other people? Like, we're talking about this one guy. There has got to be so many more famous Twitchers in
the
this
same situation.
Has to be.
Yeah, exactly. And they are facing the same decision.
But
do I put my personal
life
up there?
Is it female gamers that are like, but I want to be famous too? Or is it genuinely the consensus of the gaming community, whatever that is?
There are female gamers and people in the gaming community that are upset about
females or males as well?
Female and males.
So some of the arguments are things like, if your marriage is that weak, maybe you're not married to the right person.
That is a terrible argument.
I'm just saying, like, what people are saying. Like,
I don't know, because I've got nothing to do with gaming at all. Like, I don't know, so I don't get it, to be honest. I'm pretty ignorant. Like, I just think, get over it. If you can get famous on YouTube and other platforms like that without having to, like, show your cleavage or that kind of thing, like, why is this any different?
I think this is
the way I come down. Sorry, you've talked enough.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry.
Are you being sexist?
She talked for like 20 minutes.
Why isn't she allowed to talk, Ali?
So we're kind of where I come down, and it, like, in the end, I could honestly see how you'd go either way, but the same toxicity and the same, like, poison, like, of harassment and comments that he's talking about protecting himself from is he's adding fuel to the fire of that toxicity by doing what he's doing, by enabling more people to be like that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Do you get what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's where I kind of finally came down. I bounced back and forth a lot.
Okay.
I don't get it.
What if the most famous Twitcher was a female and she did the same thing?
Yeah.
And she said, I'm not having on any males. Would it be different?
Would it be different? And who would be complaining?
I don't know. Everyone.
I'm not sure. I need to think about that for a
No,
while.
see? You literally have no idea because it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because the industry is unbalanced.
But that is every industry.
So why shouldn't we make some small changes to even it up?
Okay, but
we're saying why does it hinge on him?
And why does it hinge on a male having to do that?
It doesn't hinge
That
on him.
is what
I'm saying
gets
he's
me.
not helping the situation.
Okay, but like what we're saying is like if a female appeared on his show, she would suddenly be elevated in the gaming world. Like, come on.
And would that be, but
Like,
like,
we
would that
don't-
be based on her skill or because she's just been featured on the same platform that Drake happens to be streaming
Okay,
on?
if you have any idea about the internet, then it is because you're on this person's show, because this person mentioned you, because this person retweeted
Absolutely.
you. That's how it works.
Yes.
So
I get it.
That's just how
But
it
these
goes.
gamers that are complaining, these female gamers, are they wanting to be merited because they're actually awesome or because they just want to be famous? Like, I don't understand.
Is there a girl gamer who is as good as him?
Yes.
It's skill wise.
I'm sure, yes.
But we
But we will
don't
never
exactly
see her
know.
because he won't stream with her. Is that what
I have
this
no
argument is? We
I'm
don't
not
know.
involved
I don't know
enough
what's
to
going
know.
on. Oh gosh.
I'm sorry, guys.
But I just to disagree one more time, I would say that why doesn't stuff like this hinge on him? If you're an industry leader, then you're leading the industry, you're leading the community, and where are you going to lead us?
Yeah, but at what sacrifice? Like, how much do you have to sacrifice of yourself just because of the industry?
Again, that's
like,
his
I think
decision.
that comes down to
and
like
if
a moral compass, doesn't it?
Yep, and if you're gonna,
And so we judge people based on their morals.
That's why I'm not
I don't
mad at
understand.
him, like, personally. Because, like, I get it. Honestly, I'd probably do the
But
same thing.
industrially,
But
you're
just,
pretty
like,
mad.
theoretically, I don't think it's right. Is that...
I get
but then you're enabling that culture too.
Exactly, because I'm afraid, like, it's the same thing with racism and just any kind of oppression. Being the difference means you're probably going to get hurt in some way, right?
Of course, because you're a target.
So that's why it's hard to be different and make the change.
In this particular instance, I don't care, to be honest. I think it's a fine decision that he's made. I don't have any beef with him saying, no, I'm not interested in female streamers because I want to protect this. I don't care. Correct. But I take beef with the attitude that why should he not have to make change? Why does he have to take responsibility? Because that's the same with anything, with taking care of the environment. Why should I have to give up my plastic bags? Like, it's just like 3 plastic bags. It's not going to make a difference. It's the same attitude. And it's if everyone thinks like that, then nothing will ever change. If no one's going to say, okay, I'm going to make a sacrifice, big or small, I'm going to make a sacrifice, I'm going to take a hit to make some small change, then if I'm a little person with no followers, it's going to make a little change. If I'm a big person with a lot of followers, it's going to make a bigger change.
I totally get where you're coming from.
Same,
but plastic bags are different to gaming, and I'll tell you why.
It is for you, but it's not to them.
No, but listen.
It's not to them. It's their lives.
He's making a call for his family. Like, you're not, like, making a call for your family on, we need the plastic bags.
Okay, and there are hundreds of streamers with families who stream with females, and they're fine, and life goes on.
Okay, but for him, he feels that that's not okay for him.
And I understand that, and
that's
that's
totally
fine. But if he's not going to do it, who is?
Well, we're going to have to find somebody
Maybe
else.
the people that run Twitch should do something.
My thing is...
and force him to stream with
girls. To stream with all the girls. No, but, like, why don't they just try and create a different culture? I
just think when you force this kind of stuff... And my underlying problem is that when women rely on men for equal rights, I don't think that's okay.
They're not relying on men. They're relying on other
streamers,
really other people with larger platforms than theirs.
Bigger audiences.
Okay.
It's the same. Any actress, any YouTuber, anything, they use another platform to boost themselves. It's the same. Like, we would do the same. If I could get Kanye to tweet me out, if I could get Kim Kardashian to tweet us out, I would do it like that.
Okay.
Not because they're a man,
on the live.
Not because they're a man, not because they're a woman, but because they have a bigger following, and that could increase our following. I'd do it in a second.
Okay.
Man or woman?
Well, we'll just see when that happens. Maybe
anywhere in between.
Yeah, most people seem to be being on
my side,
on Ninja's side, not your side.
Ev's not a ninja.
Whatever.
Yeah, Nick, I didn't read most of your comments because I just vehemently disagree with them.
I think Nick agrees with me.
No, he's saying things.
What is he saying?
Ridiculous things.
You never read our comments.
No,
That's not true.
I read them because it's usually, unfortunately, with like how the delay works, it's usually something we were talking about like 4 minutes before. So, but it's I think a lot of the things he brought up were just like things we actually talked about, so I didn't really need to. But thanks everyone for watching. This is probably the longest episode we've ever done.
Is it really? How long have we gone for?
That one we just did took like half an hour.
Sorry everybody.
It was a good discussion. I was gonna cut it short, but I felt like we were actually yeah.
You can't put a time limit on passion.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I think I'm gonna sound like such a douche saying this, but I think it is different because Chris and I are very much gamers, so we know how women get treated in the gaming culture. Like, obviously, you are women.
I was just going to say that.
That's where the weird thing is in this thing.
It's actually like you think it's very like I don't know, something special.
Because when you've got one of them in the party,
this is what it's like in life.
What?
Like how women are treated here in the game. Like it's like a little planet right here that is like that for us every day. In careers, in everything, in the entertainment industry, same thing.
It gets pretty dark on the gaming side. It's like,
okay, all right, but you guys think it's some like little like weird universe happening over here in the gaming industry. This is what it's like in life.
But I think what they're saying is like it's very concentrated in the gaming world.
Maybe the anonymity like makes it.
I didn't at all. I mentioned the pay gap. I mentioned other industries because I agree with you.
I'm
100%.
not going to keep. I don't think we should keep talking.
We were talking about that.
The more you talk about, the more I'm going to.
Sorry, I opened it up again.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, I definitely don't.
Yeah, maybe it is different. Maybe if I was really good at gaming and I wanted to be super famous and like recognized for my skill, I might think differently. Maybe. Maybe we should roll a dice and move to another universe.
I play Tetris. Does that count?
Alternate reality.
And
I play Sudoku. Like
now.
I do Sudoku puzzles. I don't even know what the hell Twitch is.
I think, when it comes down to it, let's be nicer to each other, right?
Let's do that.
Let's be more positive online.
So. Yeah.
I think so. I think this is an online issue as much as it is a sexism issue.
It's both.
Isn't that just everything these days? Yeah.
Let's be nice to each other. Kind.
Anyway. Yeah. That's it for Trend Settings episode 101. There was a lot of heated arguments tonight. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. This has been 101.
Yeah, 101. It's a new era.
We're on the way to 200. Thanks for watching. My name is Ali.
My name is Creed.
I'm Ev.
I'm Sophia.
We'll see you next week. Same Facebook time, same Facebook place. Review us on iTunes. Like us on Facebook. Watch the live stream at 8 o'clock p.m. every Thursday. We usually stop at 9, but it's 9:26 right now.
Sorry, everybody.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.